Let me tell you something. Fire Marshal Bill. Y'all too young to remember that. What's happening? Happy now. Hope y'all staying in the moment. Lately, I've been having to do a little research on my stones because I've been getting into getting different Jaspers and Agates. And when you look at Jasper and Agates, I'm pretty sure if you're into crystals, you'll notice how they're very close in resemblance. And in some cases, it's hard to tell. Matter of fact, what made me research, I got this piece right here. It's like a bluish color. And the name said Jasper Agate. So I was like, damn, they confused the hell out of me. So I was like, let me do some research. So this is one of my semi-regurgitating type of videos because, of course, most of this I'm a memorizer, have a good memory to keep it on my own memory. But as far as spilling it back to y'all, that's a different story. So I'm going to be regurgitating a little knowledge on, just a little something on Jasper and Agate and, the difference between the microcrystalline and macrocrystalline. But here you go. But the quickest way to tell the difference between Jasper and Agate, first off, is that Agate is going to be more transparent or more translucent, and Jasper is going to be more opaque, more opaque with it, more basically where sunlight can't pass through it. It's not translucent or not transparent, so Jasper is going to be more of a solid stone where light can't really pass through it. And the gates tend to have, matter of fact, bands or layers, you know what I'm saying? And they tend to be more translucent. Let's see. And basically both Agate and Jasper is comprised of quartz. You know what I'm saying? Quartz is makes up a lot of the percentage of stones, like the different stones that we have. A lot of them are quartz based. Quartz is a very abundant mineral. But anyway, quartz is comprised of two major types. You have the macrocrystalline, which is like the large crystal formations, you know what I'm saying? So macrocrystalline would be something like this piece of quartz where, it's just a solid crystal formation. Like it's not a bunch of small crystals to make up, one bigger crystal. Matter of fact, and I'm gonna grab some Jasper and stuff too. And the microcrystalline is more of like smaller crystal formations. So say for instance, like how I got this. This is ocean Jasper right here, and you can see the smaller little crystal formations, from the silicon quartz formations on side attached to the rock, to the mineral itself. Let's see if I can find another one. That's it, as far as a good example concerned. But yeah, microcrystalline has the small crystal formations. As a matter of fact, it's also microcrystalline could also be called cryptocrystalline. As a matter of fact, microcrystalline are smaller than 30 microns. And let's see, a micron is 1/1000th of a millimeter. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to see with the unaided eye. Like 30 microns is very small. So that's basically how microcrystalline formations are. Basically, like to keep it in mind, it's like microcrystalline is like a bunch of small versions of this. You know what I'm saying? To make up a rock this size. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So a bunch of small, versions of a macro. A bunch of small versions of a macrocrystalline formation. And a major variety of cryptocrystalline quartz is chalcedony. Chalcedony is basically what Jasper and Agate comes from, especially also carnelia, bloodstone, and there's abundance. There's many, many more stones that also come from the chalcedony family. As a matter of fact, another little, fact right quick, that quartz is a mineral composed of silicon and oxygen. which the chemical, how you say, the periodic table, the chemical, I gotta say, symbol for it. You know what I mean? Is the capital SI. Matter of fact, I'll just show you. Capital S, small I, with the capital O, with the 2 at the bottom, for the oxygen. That's basically the chemical formation for quartz. And how do agates form? I have a briefing about that. Basically, many agates form in areas of volcanic activity where the waters are rich and dissolved in silica. And then after the flow through fractures and cavities in the volcanic rocks, I'm sorry, not being able to read my own handwriting. So basically, agates form around volcanic areas, and it's basically formed by silica-based water, or water with, heavily, rich in silica, falls in the cracks and crevices of this rock. And it basically forms like a gel formation, you know what I'm saying? And after so long, that gel formation, it'll crystallize. And then also, after so long, some more of that water deposit right on top, and it'll crystallize some more. And that's where you get the bands from in the agate. Is that second and third and fourth formation later, years and years after. So basically, that's how it forms. Like, matter of fact, you can see, in which this Jasper right here kind of reminds me of a agate, but it is Jasper. But the way, they explain the formation of it, it's like the silica, gels up, but then honestly though, it is a little different because it doesn't really have the bands, but you'll see kind of sort of where it's clear at the top. It's like the silica, gelled and crystallized. And basically that's how you get your agate, and that's why it's mostly translucent, because it's mostly, formed with the crystallized water that's heavy in silica, where you get your quartz from. Then you have your Jasper, which is kind of formed the same way, but it's basically where the materials are basically cemented in silica. So basically, like, the water is encasing the whole, mineral, or whatever the case may be, the sediment, the rock that's in the volcanic area. Matter of fact, this often occurs in soft sediments when silica participates and cements them into solid mass. This includes basically, when the silica cements around the sediment, that's where you get the opacity from, as far as like the solidness. And the reason why sunlight can't pass through is because it's basically a solid, rock sediment, or solid rock, or a solid mineral with silica, encased all around it, So that's why, most of the time it's opaque. I wonder if I'm saying that right. Let's see. And also, let's see the names out. Oh, that's basically what I have on that. That's the basic information. And like I said, I told y'all this was regurgitated information that I wanted to just, share with you. Because matter of fact, the last piece of the information is basically redundant. That's why I didn't have to, finish it off. I had to read it first. Because matter of fact, I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't read this information and prepare it for y'all and be like, all right, this is how I'm going to prepare this information for my viewers. Nah. I just picked up this sheet that I've been wrote and was like, it's time to do a video. What I'm going to do a video on. I know what I was researching the other day. And plus, matter of fact, thanks for the feedback. One of the people who, subscribe to the channel and, watch the videos had asked me, to get more into crystals. So I'm going to start, trying to get around to it. But at the same time, I'ma still be me and be random. But if I give the people what they want, man. The man watching my videos, he asks for more, more things about crystals. So here it is. Peace. Happy now. I hope y'all be able to distinguish the difference between Jasper and Agate. Again, Jaspers tend to be more solid, more solid in formation. Can't see through it. And then your Agates that tend to be opaque. I'm sorry, tend to be translucent. Sorry. Players mess up too. But yeah, translucent. If you put this to the sun, you could see through it. Happy now. Peace. Hope y'all stand in the present. Now's the vibrate. Y'all have a great lifetime. We're gonna be here for eternity, baby. It's eternal living. We ain't going nowhere, so I hope y'all ready. Peace.